Hello everyone, this is the Classic Dreamer here, and today I'm going to be doing my first ever co-op commentary. And, of course, as you read the title, I brought a friend with me. Take it away, my friend.
Hello, my fellow dragons and fellow viewers and all the like. It is I, the Dragon Lover 95 here, also known as pretty much the script writer and one of the actors for Noah's Plush videos, you know, that sort of stuff. And I will be doing the commentary and such, and as you can tell, I have my favorite Knight Marin as my avatar.
Yeah, and I also have Sailor Saturn as my avatar. And in case you're wondering, what are we going to commentary today? Today, we'll be looking at the Ultimate Super Smash Bros. Roster Rant Nindrome by Hypercharge. Oh boy.
Now, can I, let's just get a heads up, people. The reason if the audio is acting weird on it is because we're doing this on Discord, because Skype is acting weird.
Yeah, that is true, Dragon Lover. Also, just a fair warning, guys, there will be a lot of profanity in this video.
Also, we may want to turn the volume down a bit, just in case it's a bit loud, like super loud.
Yeah. So, yeah, let's get on to the commentary, shall we?
Yes. We're just doing this for the fun of it, and just give our facts.
Yep, let's begin.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the fucking craziest game I've ever played.
Wow, already 4 seconds into the video and already dropped the F-bomb.
And it is a fighting game after all.
We got 75 playable characters, over 100 stages, over 800 original music tracks.
If I basically recall, not all the music is original. Some of them are actually from already existing games. It's just that they're rethemed to be fitting of the game and such.
Yeah, that is true.
And this Super Smash Bros. Game has officially reached parody levels of content. It's got Mario vs. Solid Snake vs. Sonic vs. Pac-Man vs. Cloud, Simon Belmont, Ryu, Bayonetta, Mega Man, Ridley, the fucking Joker got announced at the Game Awards, all this fucking dumbass shit, and we still have 4 more unannounced DLC characters. Like, it's fucking nonsense!
Yeah, just keep in mind, guys, this video was uploaded back in 2019, and that was before we got the second Fighter's Pass.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know this video may be old and stuff, but we just want to do the commentary for the fun of it.
Yeah, exactly. So if people have any issues, then you now see why. So yeah, if we start getting mad and such, well, it's because we basically care about this stuff, and we aren't going to be like those fans. Trust me.
Yeah, that would be a whole mess of shit.
And also a can of worms we do not want to open.
Yep.
Sakurai has finally delivered on one of the most batshit crazy Super Smash Bros. Games to date. But, apparently that's not good enough.
What do you mean it's not that perfect? Can you explain?
Every game basically has, well, their flaws and such, including a game like Balan. And yes, I acknowledge it, people, but the thing is, Alan may not be for everyone, but it's for people who want to play it, who are interested and want to have a good time.
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously. I can acknowledge the flaws, but what matters is that you enjoy the game. You have fun with it.
You see, once you get past all the excitement and joy that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate provides, there's this dirty underbelly of ungrateful motherfuckers.
And just a fair warning, guys, he's going to be using this stinky Smash fans meme a lot in this video. It gets really annoying.
The South Park look. Oh boy, it's the South Park image. Good grief.
Yeah.
Who still can't play their favorite, incredibly niche roster pick. It's like Sakurai finally got around to putting in King K. Rool, Ridley, and all of the long-time requested characters, but oh no, apparently he's lazy because Waluigi isn't in the game. Like, fuck off!
Technically he is in the game, it's just that he's just an assist trophy.
Yeah, same with other assist trophy characters who are wanted as fighters. For example, Isaac, Ashley, Shovel Knight, Shadow, Bomberman, Lynn, and the list goes on.
Yes. Must you go on? No. Why? Because it's not necessary. And hey, their effects come in handy too.
Fuck you! You see, the sad thing about Super Smash Bros. Is that Sakurai will continue to pour his heart and soul into this fucking game and no one's ever happy. Everyone's always upset for some reason. Apparently, there's never enough characters in this game.
What do you mean? Like, there's plenty of characters in the Super Smash Bros. Series.
It's mostly the characters that, who they want to see or probably play as and such.
I mean, sure, this might be the craziest character roster in any video game that's ever existed, but why isn't my favorite character in? Why is my favorite character an assist trophy? Why hasn't this incredibly niche character for some irrelevant ass game not in Super Smash Bros? Why did my favorite character only get a Mii outfit?
This could be said for a lot of characters who are also Mii Fighter costumes. For example, Geno, Shantae, Bomberman, again, Sans, Cuphead, Dante, and my girl Lip.
I mean, sure, but hey, you know what? I don't mind. Mii's are customizable, so if you don't have the actual characters, then by all means, Mii's are basically that.
I mean, it doesn't even matter how big this game gets. As long as Super Smash Bros. Continues to exist as a series, there will always be some retard who's upset because fucking Goku isn't in the game.
Oh, great. Do we seriously need to bring up this whole Goku's not in Smash shit? Like, come on! Everyone knows that Goku isn't allowed to be in Smash because he's not even a video game character.
Actually, there have been games where Goku was a playable video game character. There have been Dragon Ball games, and there have been games where Goku basically was in these shonen games. You can pretty much look them up if you guys like. I'm not sure what certain titles are, but I know there's plenty of them out there. So, yeah, Goku is a playable character in certain ways. You just need to find the type of game. Sure, they may not be in Smash Bros, but hey, I think that'd be a little too breaking. But you have mods. That's something.
Yeah, and he was also playable in Super Smash Flash 2, for what that's worth, said J-Wiz.
Now, don't get me wrong, I understand where everyone's coming from. I've been playing every Super Smash Bros. Game since the original game came out on the Nintendo 64. I'm accustomed to the pre-release hype, all the fan roster speculation, the excitement, the fake leaks, the disappointment. Motherfucker, I was that dumbass kid on GameFAQs! I lived in the fucking Smash Bros. Dojo, son!
Okay, is it just me, or does this guy kind of sound like or act like Mario the Plumber a bit? What do you think, Dragon Lover?
Oh, boy. That's basically the troll, man, you know? And I can pretty much say is, really? We're basically going to pretty much the whiny fanboy who basically doesn't get what they basically wanted, or they pretty much hate just because they would say, well, you should just shut up and basically accept what has been accepted. I mean, hey, I would be more than fine to have Knights as a Mii costume for all I care.
Yeah, and also, I would also be fine if either Adeline or Valkyrie were also Mii Fighter costumes as well. Heck, even Shovel Knight would be an awesome addition.
Could you envision a bulky-looking armor piece? That'd be kind of interesting. And that would be Sword Fighter, of course, because, you know, the shovel and such.
Yeah, let's continue onwards. Oh boy.
Yes.
With the current roster being this large, how can you still not be happy? It's like people have forgotten that some characters just don't deserve to be playable in Super Smash Bros. And now that all the important characters have made it in, all the current roster speculation for the DLC has devolved into these D-tier trash character picks that frankly don't deserve a fucking Mii outfit.
Hold on a moment. What the heck was that about? Seriously. What? trash characters, dude, Joker and Piranha Plant were unexpected but also interesting ideas. And I guess you could say we never saw that coming. You guys know the meme. You go for it. All I can say is I find it just awesome that they're in. Seriously.
Yeah, exactly. And seriously, are you gonna say that Lip and Aro are going to be shit picks because they're irrelevant or somewhat?
Yeah, that is kind of weird. I guess because the guy's never played any puzzle games, that's for certain.
Yeah, I bet he's never played any puzzle games, but that's just me.
Now, I know there's a lot of fans out there.
And can you please stop bringing up that meme? My god, it's starting to get really annoying.
That want all sorts of crazy characters in Super Smash Bros., but you have to realize that there has to be some fucking standards here.
And Sans is already a me costume, so why should it even matter at this point? I understand it's 2019, but what you gonna do?
For starters, you can't just pick your favorite video game character and say they deserve to be in Super Smash Bros., alright? It's not that simple. If you want someone in Super Smash Bros., you have to back up your favorite character picks with objective facts. Like, what would their moveset be? If they can even have a moveset, would it be unique? Would their moveset represent their in-game abilities in their respective games? Is your character pick a representative of a multi-hit series? Is your character pick even popular enough to warrant being in Super Smash Bros? Do they have any history with Nintendo? Is your character iconic? Would it even be fun to play as your character?
Hey, some of these points are basically there, but I feel as though it's still, excuse my French here, but still bitching about it. Seriously, this is nothing but whining and bitching. And I'm just like, dude, stop talking. You're literally embarrassing yourself.
These are the questions that anyone should ask whenever someone wants a dumbass character in Super Smash Bros. Because if someone's character pick is bad, chances are they'll have some pretty terrible answers to most of these questions. Now, despite these questions usually sorting out the garbage, that still doesn't mean that D-tier trash characters don't get into Super Smash Bros. Because honestly, they get in all the fucking time. But it's important to distinguish between the bad and the good. Everyone sort of has their own mentality that comes with what characters deserve to be in Super Smash Bros. But for me personally, each character in the game can be distilled from a very specific design philosophy that dates back to the original Super Smash Bros. On the Nintendo 64.
Okay, I guess I could pretty much be clear about this, but I've never played 64, so I have no idea where you're going off of, man. Noah, what do you have to say about this?
I don't have any words to say about this guy right now. Like, seriously, the way how he talks, he sounds like he's always angry for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, I swear. It's just ridiculous. Not even some of the more confident kind of ranters could actually be this pathetic. I'm sorry.
So for starters, the most important thing about a great Super Smash Bros. Character is that they have some sort of legacy. Typically, they're a character that's exclusively Nintendo related and a representative of a multi-hit series of games. They're also a character that has a lot of potential for their moveset. Ideally, Super Smash Bros. Characters should have a wealth of abilities that can be easily reincorporated into the game, and the more abilities that are directly pulled from the respective franchise, the better. Also, these abilities should result in a character that is objectively unique.
No comment.
Yeah, I could pretty much say, yes, understand Nintendo and such, but what about third-party characters, huh? Third-party companies, they basically got in. What's that excuse,
I'm sure he'll bring it up later on, or, I don't know, let's just continue with this shit.
One of the first exceptions to the rules is what I would like to refer to as a lack of moveset potential. Aka, you can bullshit a moveset if it's worth it.
Is that really a problem to you?
Yeah, is that the issue? I don't understand why these fans basically just go with this, and what exactly is it that they want? What do you want, fans? What is it that you want? Let me know, because I really want to know, because honestly, this is just ridiculous. Just, Jeez, we're not even like, I don't know, 10 minutes in and I'm already getting annoyed.
One of the most obvious examples of this exception is with Fox and Captain Falcon, since most of their abilities in their respective games is based off of their vehicles. This means that most of their famous in-game abilities aren't based off of the characters themselves, which is a major problem because you obviously can't have Fox flying in his R-Wing 24/7. Because of this issue, Sakurai created a completely unique moveset based off of their character traits instead.
Well, no shit, Hypercharge. No freaking shit.
Exactly. Seriously, there's a reason as to why these movesets were created and such. And now people basically know them.
Sakurai basically had to make some shit up. Of course, since these characters have a massive legacy, it's still worth bullshitting a moveset because they're both the main characters of a legacy Nintendo series.
I am just getting so more irritated with his voice.
I know, I'm just like, good fucking sharks, man. I'm not one to basically talk about someone and how they talk and such, but if they keep up with this attitude and such with that type of voice, are they going to be taken serious, or are they just going to be seen as a clown?
I don't know. Ugh, my head hurts.
This is ironic because I am literally playing as a jester.
The second exception to the rules are what I would like to refer to as the clone characters. Aka, the Sakurai branded Echo Fighters. Aka, the clone characters are officially called something now, so now everyone likes them.
Fucking sharks, man. Could I please preach it with me, everyone. Preach it with who don't give a shit. All I can pretty much say is, boy, do you even do your research? Do you even know why these guys were included? Or, better yet, do you even wonder why they're here in the first place? Not just for character slots. No, not just that. They were representation of the games they were from as well. So in other terms, they also exist as their own characters too, despite the fact sharing similar movesets, etc., etc. And if people get your Fire Emblem jokes out of the way, people, because we already know that.
Thank you, Dragon Lover. Let's continue.
Clones have been around since the original Super Smash Bros., but they started to become more popular in Super Smash Bros. Melee, most notably Ganondorf and Falco. Since Ganondorf's inception to the series, he's always been a clone of Captain Falcon, which is a shame because Captain Falcon already has a made-up moveset to begin with. Of course, they tweaked his properties to be slower and more of a heavy hitter, but as he currently stands, a lot of his abilities don't represent his in-game abilities from The Legend of Zelda.
Well, Ganon has a sword now, so you can stop bitching about Ganon being a clone of Falcon.
And also, could we just bring up the fact that Ganondorf is literally more heavy build and more stronger? Because, you know, he has the power Triforce, just saying.
You see, this is a trade-off between having a wholly unique character and having their inclusion at all, since the more unique a character is, the longer it'll take to develop. Still, despite his status as a clone character, Ganondorf is the main villain of The Legend of Zelda, so having the inclusion of Ganondorf was worth the cost of not having a wholly unique moveset, since he's an incredibly popular Nintendo character. While each installment has made Ganondorf more unique over time, his initial clone status has always limited the potential to have a completely unique moveset, which is why Ganondorf has always been an imperfect character. As fun as he is to play at times, there was always that hidden potential that was never truly realized.
Okay, Hypercharge. We get your point with Ganondorf. Now, can we please just move on? God.
Can I also just say this? Is it just me? Or does it sound like he's sipping over Ganondorf in this?
I don't know. You know what? I feel like I want to skip this shit more, because I don't want to be here all day.
You know, guys, guess what, people? We're gonna skip to the parts that actually seem more interesting, just so we don't drag this out.
The clone characters are essentially a trade-off between an increase in representation with a decrease in having more fully original characters.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold the huck on there, man. Seriously? Seriously. We get the whole thing with Fire Emblem. We know the freaking joke. Yes, guys with swords, or I guess ladies with swords. But I will pretty much bring this up. It just means the representation of their own franchise, their own series. And Fire Emblem, basically, let's be honest here. Back then, it was just 2 characters. And then, when Brawl came around, that makes 3. And then some, Fire Emblem became more well-known, and people got curious, and now it's encouraging people to try out their games. So, honestly, I don't see what you're complaining about. That's genius!
Yeah, I would agree with that. And before Smash, Fire Emblem was quite obscure in the West, and now it's become a mainstream to worldwide. And I am hoping for similar other games that would get Smash treatment someday to be represented, like Famicom Detective Club and Panel de Pon. I mean, after all, Ayumi Tachibana was planned to be in Melee, but was scrapped because nobody knows who the hell she was.
Yeah, because Japan and such.
Now, there's also a third exception to the rules, and this is what I would like to refer to as the legacy exception. Aka, characters no one really asked for, but Sakurai put them in anyways because fuck you.
What? What the hog? What? The actual hog? Seriously? What the... Okay. I'm not gonna get mad. I'm not gonna get mad. I'm just disappointed. Why? Just so you just want to be edgy? Because that's the vibe I'm getting from this. You just really want to bring out their nerves and such. It's no wonder why you have a lot of dislikes on this video, man. And to be honest, it's rather sad. Because if you have this knowledge and such, maybe don't be such a major asshole about it.
Yeah, exactly. Don't be such a fucking asshole. And I'm sorry you had to hear me say the F word, people. It's just, I'm getting more furious with this guy.
Understandably so, and the fact that no one needed an extra hand, or in this case, I guess a mouth, pretty much needed backup.
Or most recently, Piranha Plant, who was such a basic Mario enemy that its inclusion was completely unexpected.
Well, yeah, like we said, Piranha Plant is someone that we did not expect coming. You know, Dragon Lover, I'm kind of expecting Toadette to show up in the roster now in the future Smash, because, hell, if Piranha Plant can be a playable character, why not Toadette as well?
Well, they'll have to come up with a moveset and such, because remember, it all comes down to the moveset and where they basically, well, are going to be placed and such. That sort of situation.
The fourth and final exception to the rules is what I would like to refer to as the outsider picks. Aka, the not Nintendo characters. Aka, fuck the rules, we'll do whatever we want. These are characters that fit all the criteria of a perfect Super Smash Bros. Character, besides the fact that they aren't exclusively related to Nintendo.
Well, no shit. Third-party inclusions are mostly awesome. Like, look at Snake for example, back at E3 2006. Everybody was hype as hell. Like, seriously. We never thought that they would start adding third-party characters that are not related to Nintendo, but it's still freaking amazing.
And fun fact, that was my first time ever knowing about Metal Gear. Because I heard the term Metal Gear, but I wasn't familiar with the series, and I wasn't familiar with good old Snakey Man. And also, when Sonic basically appeared as well, it was just like, wait, what?
Yeah, to tell the truth, guys, Smash Bros. Brawl was my first time knowing about the Metal Gear universe. And hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Smash Bros. Can get you to learning into different universes. And that also happened recently with Smash Bros. Ultimate, because before Ultimate's DLC, I had no idea about the company SNK or Fatal Fury, but Terry got in, and now I'm diving into territory of the SNK libraries. And in case you guys want to know, my favorite SNK game I've loved so far is Twinkle Star Sprites.
Oh, Noah. I guess you could say that was terrific.
Ha! That was terrific. I agree with you. Anyways, let's continue.
Bayonetta was originally on the Xbox 360 and the PS3, but she might as well be a Nintendo character at this point, with both Bayonetta 2 and 3 being exclusive to Nintendo consoles.
Whoa, man. Whoa, hold on a moment. You're talking about Bay like that? You're gonna talk about Bay like that? She can basically exercise your spirit and basically send it straight to her demon pals, and they're basically gonna tear you apart. I don't know why I went Black Yoshi all of a sudden, but I just felt like it.
The only character that doesn't have a perfect moveset is probably Pac-Man. But of course, bullshitting a moveset for Pac-Man is perfectly fine because he's fucking Pac-Man.
Well, Bandai Namco did help Nintendo develop Smash 4 and Ultimate, so of course Pac-Man has to be in it. And you know, I find Pac-Man's moveset really unique because it references other classic Namco games as well. For example, Pac-Man's up B is actually a reference to Mappy, and I really love his up taunt because he sends out a classic Namco character in 8-bit form, like Sample, Gil, Valkyrie, Heihachi, and Ultimate, Galaga, and the list goes on. Right, Dragon Lover?
Yeah, and not to mention the fact that, I don't know, these guys have been buddy-buddy for a while now, so yeah, it makes sense for a good old Pac-Man to actually get a chance, and thank God they used this design and not the, other version. Let's just say that was, kind of weird. Oh, and another thing, people, Pac-Man is no longer alone.
Yup, because Kazuya is now in Smash.
However, there are exceptions to the exceptions. Aka, characters that technically meet the previous criteria, but I don't think they deserve to be in the game because I fucking hate them. Now, this is entirely subjective, and some people might disagree with me, but hear me out, okay? The two characters that are in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate that I absolutely hate are Dr. Mario and Dark Pit.
Why? I knew it! I knew this would come up! I knew it! I fucking knew it! Okay, people, I'm gonna be clear about this. Yes, people honestly didn't like Dark Pit just because he was just a clone of Pit's. For those who don't know, and I'm going to educate you on this, a little fact. Dark Pit is in the game because he comes from a game that Pit was also in, and also that Dark Pit actually appeared in the game he was from, which is Kid Icarus Uprising. Heck, the dark skin costume palette is basically in Smash Bros. Brawl, where Pit has a more darker shade to it. In fact, that could have a sort of homage to it actually being future reference or foreshadow to Dark Pit. And Dark Pit has a bit more of a difference to him. He ain't like regular Pit. He has a little more, shall we say, he feels a little more stronger and his attacks hit more harder. I mean, yes, it's a little bit odd for me to say it, but it's true. And also, people, no, he's not edgy. If anything, he's more of the punk guy. Not that kind of punk, but the punk guy who literally just wants to do his own thing and basically don't care about what no god says.
Dr. Mario is just Mario in a doctor's outfit, and Dark Pit is just a palette swap of Pit. Now, obviously, I know that Dark Pit is technically a different character in Kid Icarus Uprising, but shut the fuck up, that's fucking Pit. Even in the context of the game, Dark Pit is literally just a clone of Pit.
What the fuck? I just literally went over what I clearly said. So I won't repeat myself, but I'm gonna say this clearly. What is it that you have against Dark Pit? Seriously! What is your problem? Doppelgangers have been a thing since the beginning of video games! Or at least when people thought of the concept and such. But still, Dark Pit is Pit's doppelganger for a reason. An angelic angel and a fallen angel. Representation of the yin and yang, and that Dark Pit is a not complete version of Pit. If anything, clearly Dark Pit is his own character. Yes, they share similar moveset, but that's because it's a mirror reflection. Dark Pit came out of a dark mirror, hence the reason why he is how he is. Yes, he wasn't fully completed because he was supposed to be the general for the Dark Army and such, but, okay, Underworld Army, but you get the idea. The fact that Pit had cracked the mirror means that Dark Pit is a rebel. In fact, he can actually fit into the Persona group, as I basically would like to see that. But other than that, yes, now you guys get the idea, and why I got pretty triggered about that. And I just hated how people just hate him for no reason and not knowing why Dark Pit was in the game.
Thank you, Dragon Lover. Thank you for explaining all of this.
It's like the equivalent between having Peach and Pink Gold Peach instead of Peach and Daisy.
Oh, heck no! Oh, heck no! No! Don't bring that wannabe into this mess! I swear, it's definitely not fully canon. It's literally just a power-up. It's literally just a spin-off character. It's not an official. Official. It's just a wannabe.
Yeah, I agree what Dragon Lover 95 said. Seriously? Why even bring Pink Gold Peach up? She's just a power-up that is a waste of a slot in Mario Kart 8. And like the Dragon Lover 95 said, Pit and Dark Pit are two completely different characters. So shut the hell up! God! I am so sorry, guys. I'm sorry. It's just, I'm getting irritated and more irritated with this bastard.
It's like having Fox and James McCloud instead of Fox, Falco, and Wolf. It's like if they gave Bowser Jr. and all the Koopalings their own slots on the roster.
Okay, I'm just going to skip ahead because he's going to start talking a lot of pointless shit here. So, on to the skipping.
Alright, these fucking dickless nerds out here are talking about their Super Smash Bros. DLC character predictions, but they're all fucking dumb. They're all fucking stupid.
Who gives a shit about that? Everybody has their own opinions. Jeez.
And I will basically, as the glorious dragon jester that I am, I will clearly say this with a pinch of salt. You are acting no different than those whiny fans. Those troublesome fans. Not the good fans who have understanding and such and are a bit more patient and a better understanding. You are basically in the category of downright troublesome snot-nosed brats. Oh, and by the way, calling someone a retard is literally just no. Just no. Seriously. That just means you're coming up as more of that type of asshole. And I should know. I've seen plenty of them. And honestly, I could say this clearly. It's no wonder why Lance won't be interested in taking your heart away and turning you into a monster, or Balin want anything to do with your crap. So if anything, stay away from the theater if you ever come across it, because I don't think they'll appear for you.
Exactly. I mean, look at me for example. I do not want the Doomslayer for Smash, but do I call people retards? No, because it's their opinion. I respect people who want the Doomslayer in Smash, even the Golden Batling.
And now that I've talked about the qualities of what makes a good Super Smash Bros. Character, I thought we should just talk about everything. So guess what? I decided to look through all the character polls, all the fan sites, all the forum discussions, and I've compiled all of my thoughts on some of the most frequently requested characters right into this video.
And here we go, people. This is where he starts talking about shit about the most popular and most requested characters that fans have wanted for years.
And let's be sitting for our seats, people, because it's gonna be a doozy ride. And also, make sure you have snacks and a drink with you, because you're in for some entertainment, people.
Yeah, and we're not gonna cover all of them, or else we'd be here forever.
Just a heads up, people, we are also on Skype again. Finally, the thing works, so yeah, no need to worry about glitches.
Yeah, sorry about the glitches earlier, is that Discord is being a...
Let's just say it's a glitch fest right now.
Yeah, anyways, let's continue onwards.
Going down the list, one of the first popular picks that appears constantly is Crystal from Star Fox Adventures, a spin-off Star Fox game that no one really asked for. A lot of the fans want Crystal in the game not only because everyone wants to fuck her, but also because her staff has a lot of moveset potential. But honestly, I never really understood why people like her as a character. I mean, in Star Fox Adventures, she immediately gets trapped in a crystal and does jack shit throughout the entire game, and then she appears in Star Fox Assault as a part of the Star Fox team, and that's about it.
Okay, I don't know what I just heard, but for people who are furries and who are offended by that, I'm so sorry for you. But I'm gonna be very clear here. As a fellow Scaly, I'm gonna say this. Sure, Crystal would have been interesting, but I'm also gonna be clear about this. Sure, Crystal didn't do a whole lot within the first Star Fox game she appeared in, but here's the thing, it wasn't a spin-off, it was actually part of the main series. And, of course, with Assault, she became part of the team because she wanted to be part of the team and such. And also there's Star Fox Command, which is also a main Star Fox game. So, in fact, you kind of skipped over that, man. What gives? So, yeah, I may not be a big Star Fox fan, but I know some things about it. So, there you go.
But I would never put him on par with Simon Belmont, or Cloud, or fucking Sonic, or any of the other third-party characters, so I don't really understand where all the hype is coming from. So to be honest, I actually did a little bit of research and looked up some of Bomberman's history with Nintendo. And not only does he have history with Nintendo, he also has history with fucking everyone. Like, look at this fucking list of games! Bomberman's a fucking slut!
Whoa, hey there, man. No need to be insulted to the Bomber Boy here. And who cares if Bomberman has a whole lot of games? That just shows how popular he is alongside other Nintendo mascots.
And you guys should be glad that he at least is representation of something, not just an assist trophy, but also a costume.
Yes, I was very happy that Bomberman got in as a Mii costume, because it is the closest we'll get him as a playable character, just like Lip, Geno, and Shantae.
Which is perfectly fine with me.
Next on the list is Shadow from the Sonic series, who I think could have been a pretty easy inclusion as an Echo Fighter, but just wasn't for some reason.
Okay! Now, I don't have the problem with Shadow being an Echo Fighter for Sonic. It would have been kind of interesting, but when you think about it, Shadow also makes use of Chaos powers, which is his Chaos Spears and Blast. And I bet he would basically teleport about and such, because that's how Shadow works. So, yes, he may have some of the similar movesets as Sonic, but he also contains ranged attacks and Chaos Energy. And also, I think his hover shoes could definitely have the sense of minimum flight. Or at least just some sort of jump, I guess.
I prefer that Tails and Dr. Eggman would be included into the game first as original characters, but I can imagine that Tails would be way too similar to Sonic, and I don't really see Dr. Eggman happening unless maybe he was in the fucking Eggmobile or some shit.
You mean you want Eggman to be similar to Bowser Jr. is what you're trying to say? I mean, I get it. Eggman basically uses his gadgets and such similar to how Bowser Jr. uses his. So, honestly, you're saying he'd be a clone of Jr. I'm sorry, but I don't see your logic with that. And as for our good buddy Tails, how is he similar to Sonic in a way? I think his ability would be his flight and gadgets, but also kind of uses Tails as well. And I guess for his final smash could be is calling in is his plane, which could pretty much be the Walker, because you know it'd be similar to the Landmaster almost.
I've seen Shantae being highly requested, I saw the main character in Hollow Knight being highly upvoted in character polls, and even some dumbass characters from Minecraft and Undertale are being voted for, which is absolutely fucking stupid.
Well, Sans is a Mii fighter costume now, and so is Steve, who is a full fighter. So... are you mad, bro? I don't know. What do you have to say, Dragon Lover 95?
You know? But in all seriousness, he really shouldn't have seen that coming, because honestly, that is the most hilarious outcome out of this video, because now it's true. It's become a reality.
Yeah, no kidding. Boy, I wonder how he will react to that now.
Oh boy, the irony is strong here. Bolshevik!
Yeah, and again, I would still love to see Shovel Knight as a Mii costume still. But anyways, let's continue.
Yeah, let's.
I mean, right off the bat, what's her moveset? Fucked if I know! She could probably have a B up move where she flies on a broom and maybe she could cast a spell with B or something, but that's fucking it! I mean, Jesus Christ, if you compiled all the cutscenes featuring Ashley from every single WarioWare game, you might have 5 minutes at best. There's just nothing to fucking work with. Sure, Sakurai could bullshit a moveset to include Ashley, but why would he do that? It's fucking Ashley from WarioWare!
Wow, basically getting angry over a character who has the similar name to me, even though that's also a rather common name, and also someone who basically could use magic, which, to be honest, we need more magic casters, just like Junior said. We need more magic casters, that's why!
Yeah, I agree. And speaking of magic casters, we should have Aurel from Puyo Puyo and Lip from Panel de Pon, since they are both magical girls.
And also, it would be interesting if we got to see Balin, if any sort of thing. It would be kind of interesting. Heck, it could be a surprise. I'm just saying, I'm not predicting, though that would be kind of funny if it was, but I'm just saying, guys.
Or hell, I would love to see Knights as a playable character. That would be awesome.
That or a Mii Fighter costume, that would be fine too.
Yep, let's continue.
Well, the only reason fans are requesting Bandana Waddle Dee is because Kirby, Meta Knight, and King Dedede have already been included. So now fans are requesting the least popular of the four simply because they want to play as more Kirby characters. Of course, if King Dedede wasn't in the game, Bandana Waddle Dee wouldn't even be in the fucking discussion. Everyone would be screaming about King Dedede. King Dedede would be at the top of all the character polls. No one would give a shit about Bandana Waddle Dee.
I'm sorry, but what? So, you're literally saying that no one gives a shit about Bandana D? Bitch, Bandana D has been literally requested since the Smash 4 days. Like, are you dumb or what? Like, ugh. As a Kirby fan, this really pisses me off. Just, ugh. I don't even know what to say to him anymore. Just, ugh.
He's not a Super Mario character. He's not on par with Wario or Daisy. He's a fucking made-up shit character from Mario Tennis. And that's why you like him. And that's also why he doesn't deserve to be a playable character.
Okay. Well, I have nothing to really say about that.
Yeah, same here. I mean, we've made jokes about this, but even I find it rather ridiculous.
Yeah, let's just move on.
Skull Kid isn't a very good choice. I mean, in terms of moveset potential, Skull Kid does absolutely nothing throughout the entire game. This is the summary of every single thing that Skull Kid does throughout the entirety of Majora's Mask. The game starts and he steals Link's ocarina, he then steals Epona, he curses Link and transforms him into a Deku Scrub, and then he screams and pulls the moon down to Termina. That's it! So right off the bat, Skull Kid has fuck all to work with. It's like, oh, he can do that one attack where he goes, and then he can do another attack where he goes, and this final smash can bring the moon.
Okay, we get it! Seriously, man, what? What the heck? Why? Just stop. We get it. Not a fan. Seriously, proving your point like that isn't helping. And sure, I may not know too much about the whole Zelda canons and such, at least not like these, but for crying out loud, Skull Kid is an assist trophy, and honestly, he pretty much fits that role really well. Much more than expected.
Now, in terms of a legacy, Majora's Mask is a fan favorite, but in the grand scheme of The Legend of Zelda, Skull Kid has only appeared in one game.
No. You're clearly wrong here, because Skull Kid has actually first appeared in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and he was also in Hyrule Warriors as well. Did you seriously not do any research when making this video?
Apparently not.
While Springman could have been a perfect fit for Super Smash Bros., you have to realize that ARMS made no cultural impact whatsoever. ARMS came out, it sold a lot of copies, but after about a week or two, it seemed like everyone just stopped playing because the game is kind of boring.
I'm pretty sure there are still some people who play ARMS today, and I don't get it here. And also, Min Min is now a fighter, so you're saying that ARMS doesn't deserve a rep because it's not as big as other Nintendo IPs?
I guess they could add in Springman, because ARMS is new. Like no one fucking gives a shit! It's like everyone had this nonchalant reaction assuming that Springman would be in Super Smash Bros, despite the fact that no one gives a fuck!
Okay, we pretty much get your point about Springman and ARMS. Now, can you please shut the hell up already? God, you're sounding like Mario to Plumber right now.
Maybe he's a somewhat residential member, or maybe perhaps he's probably a dimensional being who pretty much similar characteristics, except he's not using the word hentai a whole lot. Seriously, I'm not even kidding.
Maybe so. Anyways, let's move on.
Now, the next assist trophy that I want to talk about is Lyn from Fire Emblem. Honestly, I don't even give a shit about Fire Emblem, but Lyn looks like a pretty cool character. I like her outfit, I think her weapon could give her a pretty unique moveset when compared to Marth and Ike, and I remember back in the day when people actually wanted her in Brawl. It seemed like Sakurai was setting her up to be the next character to make it in, but now that the roster is fucking bloated with Fire Emblem characters, it seems like everyone lost interest.
Okay, I may have not played a whole lot of Fire Emblem games and such, but I did play the Path of Radiance, which was basically the game Ike appeared in, but I'm going to be very clear about this. And I mean very clear about this. Nothing is wrong with Fire Emblem, okay? This is fine. Like, seriously, this is fine. I don't see a big issue about it. In fact, Fire Emblem plays an important part in Smash history because, hey, like I said at the beginning, Fire Emblem had an important impact on gaming history. Now, people know Fire Emblem and such. I mean, yes, they're all swordsmen and such, but isn't that the same with any other game that has these sort of concepts and weaponry and such? It's more about the characters that you basically are interested in playing as.
Yeah, exactly. And Byleth is pretty much the most unique Fire Emblem character out there, since Byleth not only uses just a sword, but also uses an axe, a bow, etc. And, you know, I wonder how he's reacting right now that Byleth is now in Smash.
Yeah, good question. Good question. I bet he's just gonna bitch about that too.
Yep, let's move on. Yeah, we're just gonna skip this one because it's Goku. Yeah, it's not really worth talking about it because blah blah blah, he's not a gaming character. Let's move on.
Yeah, let us do that. And also, we already talked about this earlier, so we press onward.
For those not familiar, Geno is essentially a side character that's only appeared in one spin-off game 22 years ago.
He was also in Mario Luigi Superstar Saga as a cameo in the original GBA version, which was sadly removed from the remake, but oh well.
You'd either want Geno or Mallow next. Who the fuck is Mallow? Well, Mallow is essentially a side character that's only appeared in one spin-off game 22 years ago.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait a moment. Isn't Mallow another party member from the exact same game Geno came from too? I basically recall that he was, so I guess he didn't do that much research either about this, or he might have just forgot, or not cared.
Yeah, I think so. He just didn't do enough research here. Anyways, let's move on.
Another highly requested character is Paper Mario from the Paper Mario series, which is a much better spiritual successor to Super Mario RPG. Well, at least it used to be.
Yeah, I understand. After 1,000 Year Door, where do you go from there? I understand that the later in the series was a bit a mixed bag, but you have to admit they tried something at least a bit different. I mean, yes, not all were great, but hey, with the Origami King, you can find some interesting things in it. So, yeah. But I don't know. I never really thought of Paper Mario himself being a character.
And all I've seen from Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is how trashy the art style is. Like, seriously, look at this generic anime shit. It's so fucking embarrassing. Like, this game was designed by filthy sex perverts.
What? What? Okay, does this guy not realize that, I don't know, the anime-ish kind of style and behaviors are originated in Japan? Of course, this is basically going to be a bit different. Whereas the first Xenoblade, and I don't know much about the other series, but I know for a fact that the first Xenoblade literally had a more realistic-esque style to it, and then some, while this basically has a more anime-ish-esque style and such. It's a bit more different, yet it's actually really appealing to look at, and thank you to Choka Conroy for basically making that playthrough happen. That way I basically have a little more intel on it, and I do not mind their designs. They're fine, okay? They're fine. Okay, Gumball, you're up.
Thank you, Dragon Lover. And by the way, who gives a shit of what the style is? Like, for crying out loud! Just like what Dragon Lover 95 said, they are created from freaking Japan! And, by the way, Pyra and Mithra are now in Smash, so... is that a problem to you, or what?
Yeah, it's like the equivalency of Sheik and Zelda from Smash Bros. of Melee and Brawl. Basically, that. It's basically that. That's all I'm pretty much saying. Mithra and Pyra are basically that sort of mirror homage.
Like, I don't want these fucking characters in Smash! Like, do people actually want this twink-ass fucking bitch in Super Smash Bros. With his fucking little thigh gap suit? Does anyone besides the filthy sex perverts want this anime titty monster with the fucking thong straps? Like, Jesus Christ.
Again, we've already talked about this, so Why the hell do you find this as a problem? And quit calling the pirate fans perverts. God.
Is it just me, or does this guy like to repeat himself a lot?
I don't know. Let's just move on.
Sora seems like he could work as a Super Smash Bros. Character, but I honestly don't give a fuck. Legacy-wise, the entire Kingdom Hearts series is basically an incomprehensible dumpster fire that has no relation to Nintendo whatsoever. And even at its best, the entire series is just stupid anime shit mixed in with Disney fan service.
Okay, we're going to tackle pretty much the Disney, Pixar, and Square Enix crossover game. Firstly, if you don't like Kingdom Hearts, then why bother talking about it? Oh, wait, because it's one of the roster ideas. Look, I will pretty much say this clearly. Yes, Kingdom Hearts can be complicated, but that's because people who follow the series have a much easier time distinguishing it. And also, this is basically something that has been done before in games. So, to this extent, at least. And, well, I'll basically be clear about this. It's not a bad choice, but then again, it's basically Disney and such, so yeah, if there was some way it could work, then by all means, more power to you. But honestly, for the meantime, Sora, you best stay out of it. You don't want to get caught up in this crossover. You already done enough as it is. And also, if we needed another Square Enix character, maybe something that is a little more, different. And I already mentioned Balin, so I won't basically bring it up again. So, yeah.
I also saw that fans really wanted Doom Guy and Master Chief. Akka, guy with gun who shoots things. I've never really understood why people request these kinds of characters, because for the most part, the only moveset potential they have is shooting their respective guns, which is kind of boring.
People with guns, yes, I get that. But here's the thing, there are certain other characters that use guns too. Oh, who that? Oh, I don't know, Bayonetta, Joker. Heck, I'm pretty sure Kirby used one before, but oh wait, that was from the anime, my bad. But you get the idea. And also, me, Gunner, Samus, Mega Man. Do I need to go on?
Yeah, don't forget Inkling too.
Well, technically that's a pink gun, but it basically, I guess it could count. And Snake. Well, okay, Snake uses launchers and such, but you get the idea.
The next group of characters that I saw fans requesting for Super Smash Bros. Are the kinds of characters I'd like to refer to as bullshit platforming mascot characters from the 90s. The most common character picks I've seen from this category are Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, and Rayman. Now, if I have to be honest, I think that all these characters suck.
Okay, seriously? If I basically recall, these guys had at least unique style platforming. They were different from Mario, they were different from Sonic, yet they basically were in the same category as with different gameplays and they're different story-wise. I don't really know much about Rayman, which I barely know, let's be honest here. I know somewhat of Crash, but also pretty much a bit with Spyro. And let's be honest here, they were well-beloved series as well, and they get relevanted as well. So, I don't know where you're getting off of. Seriously, if anything, these characters are still memorable, even with certain changes and such.
Yeah, and by the way, isn't Banjo also a 90s mascot platformer as well, who later makes it into Smash Bros? Huh?
Honestly, if I were to say this, I think he just did not care. In fact, he didn't even mention Rare at all. So, if anything, I don't even know where his logic lies. Just saying.
For starters, it would make way more sense for Slayer to be an assist trophy at best, because one, that would actually be more fitting considering his role in Dark Souls. I mean, if you're an actual fucking fan of the series, you know that.
Wow, now you're just being dicks to the Dark Souls fans. God. You are so repetitive. And also, please stop showing this meme. You've already shown this picture 1,000 times already. God.
Yeah, and let's not forget, I bet you haven't really played that many since of Dark Souls, and basically, yeah, you are just a whiny little Nintendo fanboy, and I'm not basically poking fun of other Nintendo fans who are basically fine. Okay, you guys are fine, we're just poking fun at this guy for being, well, kinda lackluster in his knowledge, and just a whiny fan in general.
All the dipshit fans who love Slayer can praise the sun like a fucking retard. Oh, I thought the Slayer praised the sun and I clapped. Also, fuck Undertale. Sans fucking sucks dick. I don't want to see him or his stupid fucking face in Super Smash Bros. Because Toby Fox is a fucking hack fraud one-trick pony who blatantly steals jokes from SpongeBob. And yes, I did play the Deltarune demo. It's the same fucking shit. Papyrus sucks dick too. Undertale can suck my fucking cock and balls.
Well, that escalated quickly. I mean, seriously, going from Dark Souls, basically going from being cringe to holy moly, he exploded like a freaking truck when he's talking about Undertale. I'm just like, seems like someone got really much triggered.
Yeah, and seriously, dude, that imitation of the Dark Souls fans was really awful. And second off, why did you put Undertale's and the Dark Souls segment? You could have done Sans his own segment here. Like, why even put it here? It's really confusing.
Yeah, and let's not forget that, I don't know, it's rather ridiculous if you ask me, and not to mention, our good Skeleton Man has already made his appearance in the game, so, yeah, and also, freaking calling Toby Fox a one-track pony. Here's the thing. You get inspiration and such, and this guy got his inspiration from Earthbound, who also met the person who done Earthbound, and even managed to have a 1v1 against Mr. Sakurai himself.
Yes, that is true. And also, did we forget to mention that Undertale is an indie game?
I guess he didn't know that, or he just didn't bother saying it, or he just doesn't care, like we said before.
God, he's just getting worse and worse and worse for me. God, I just want to punch him in the face.
And not to mention the fact this was 2019, I understand why it's not holding up. Ugh.
Now, the fact that people think that Undertale deserves any recognition in Super Smash Bros. Is just insulting. Like, you think that Undertale is just as influential as Final Fantasy, Sonic the Hedgehog, Metal Gear Solid, Street Fighter, Bayonetta, or Persona? Like, shut the fuck up.
No, you shut the fuck up, you immature, whiny bitch. My God, what is wrong with you? What? I'm sorry, it's just that he is so annoying and he sure loves to annoy the other fans. Like, God damn it. Ugh.
It makes me question what people like about this guy. He's nothing more than rude, his jokes aren't even that funny, and he comes off as rather cringy, and not to mention he insults people who actually care about these certain series. And also people, and the person who basically made this video, I'm going to be very clear about this. Undertale did make a difference. It basically brought back something that people didn't think about. This type of gameplay style, this type of humor. It's something from not SpongeBob, but Earthbound. The style, the enemies, the type of music, the way the humor is, and how the dark themes work and such, and its lore. It's freaking Earthbound! And keep in mind, I never played Earthbound, but I knew no bits about it. And go ahead, Noah, you go ahead.
Thank you. I have no words to say to him right now. Like, seriously, I just want to slam my head to the wall right now.
wouldn't your big hat get in the way, considering the fact that I don't think that'd be possible?
Well, I would have to take off my hat first, and then I can hit my head on the wall.
Well, I may need to pretty much do it. I may need to lower my horns and such because I don't want to make a big dent in it.
Yeah. Boy, we are about almost done with this commentary, but we still got ways to go. Anyways.
Oh, let this nightmare end. Ironic because I am one.
Yeah, no kidding. Let's see what else this bastard has to talk about.
Now, as much as I don't want to talk about this next character pick, we have to talk about Minecraft. It's something I've been avoiding up until this point because there's actually people out there who want a Minecraft character in Super Smash Bros. And it might actually happen someday.
Foreshadowing anyone? Because I smell it a mile away.
Yup, Steve is in Smash now, and even though it wasn't really that hypeful to me compared to others, it's still kind of crazy to see Steve in Smash.
But hey, look on the bright side, at least it's something of a game that people are familiar with, and also it is also, what is that? Popular? Or well-known? Well-loved? Ah, I wonder why. Under those categories you brought up before, you keep bringing up, well, looky here, it's pretty much in the game now. So go, I guess they would say, go hawk yourself.
Thank you, Dragon Lover.
I said hawk, not the other term.
Yeah, I know.
Because easier.
Yeah. Let's move onwards.
So, for the most part, that's about it. All these characters that I've talked about were some of the most highly requested characters for the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC. However, you might have noticed that I didn't include a couple of fan favorites. Now, the reason for that is because now that I've shit all over everyone else's favorite character picks, it's only fair to talk about my own personal picks for Super Smash Bros. And explain why my character picks are completely superior to everyone else's, cause apparently everyone sucks dick at picking characters for Smash, except for me.
Wow. Hypocritical much? I mean, let's be honest here, he's been contradicting himself, he's been flat out not giving good examples, he's been bitching a whole lot, he's been whining about these sort of things, and he just sounds so annoyed that it's not really believable if he really wants these sort of things, or the fact that, I didn't get the toy that I wanted, and I'm pretty sure Riella would be like, just shut up! Just shut up! Nobody cares about what your wants are compared to others. If anything, I'm going to be very clear about this. Just stop. Okay? Just stop it. I have better things to do. And in fact, I'll be taking this while I'm at it.
Yup, it's pretty much that. Well, let's see what his picks are, shall we?
Yes, let us.
So right off the bat, the Monster Hunter series has worldwide appeal with both Japanese and Western audiences. It's one of the most popular series of games that Capcom is currently producing, and has also had multiple exclusive games on Nintendo consoles that led to the series' popularity. Not only is Monster Hunter incredibly popular, but the moveset potential for a Monster Hunter character has infinite possibilities.
Well, too bad, so sad. The Monster Hunter are Mii costumes once again in Ultimate. Mad bitch?
And also, there is a boss in the game that was from Monster Hunter, and that be the Rathalos. One of the market key values of Monster Hunter and such, which, honestly, I can understand why. But if anything, you're just being a big old frickin' fanboy of this stuff. And I have a friend who plays some of these games, and honestly, they aren't like this. They're more interested in the lore and such. You just go about mindless fighting and such. Which, granted, that is part of the game, but here's the thing. Do you even know about the frickin' lores and such about this series? Because honestly, I highly doubt you did your frickin' research.
Yeah, let's just move on.
Let us.
Wow, I keep saying that a lot.
Yeah, I have noticed that. Oh well, hey, if it's a broken record, and if it keeps playing, by all means.
Yep, let's go.
Banjo and Kazooie has by far the best moveset potential and is the most appropriate pick for Super Smash Bros. You see, while Banjo-Kazooie is owned by Microsoft, the first two games in the series were exclusively on the Nintendo 64 and were created by the second-party studio known as Rare. In many ways, some of the best games on the Super NES and the Nintendo 64 were made exclusively by Rare, and during the time, you could put the quality of Rare's games on par with Nintendo. But then Microsoft bought the company and ruined it, like they always do with everything.
Hey everyone, it's just your favorite Pringle here, Kazooie. And I'm gonna be honest here. Honestly, why? Just why? Now, I've been overhearing about this stuff, and I'm gonna be very straight with you. Why do we pretty much need to hear about you nagging about this stuff, Lane? Like, I am the best gamer in the entire world, and I want my stuff to be presented in the Smash game. And, well, technically he doesn't own any of them. He's just a big fanboy, and that's not a good sign. And this is coming from a gamer bird. But, anyways. Yes, me and Banjo are in the game, and we are very, very happy about that. But the way this guy just flat out says that the others are bad platformers, has he ever considered playing them? Or he just doesn't bother? Seriously, you can like what you like, but don't bash on others for liking this stuff. If you have a good reason to bash on them. Oh well, this is your cameo rare character, Kazooie here, and I'm out. Bring!
Thank you, Kazooie, for giving your reasons to this guy. Anyway.
Wow, I would have thought that the bird would basically rant about this, but in a more better way than this person ever does.
Yeah, Kazooie does have its points that this guy is nothing but a jackass.
Yeah, it doesn't even get the frickin' knowledge right, or at least doesn't even bother to at least say the good things about these sort of things.
Yeah, and let's just move on because, as we know, Banjo-Kazooie are already in Smash.
So, nothing else said. Let's keep going.
Now, I know I said that the Monster Hunter was my #1 pick, but fuck that! Fuck that shit! Because my actual #1 pick for Super Smash Bros. Is Wonder Red from the wonderful 101, aka the best fucking game ever made!
Okay, why do you sound like you're a Rabbit fanboy now? Because it seems like it now.
Yeah, not to mention just, I don't know, how freaking insane you sound! Seriously, you say, this is the best game ever made! Like, cool your stuff, man. Cool it. You may need to pretty much hold back a bit. Because, hey, you know what? At least with me and Noah, we at least did not go this levels of pure excitement or shock or value. You right, Noah?
Yeah, that is true. Now, we do usually get loud when during certain excitement, like, look at me for example, I pretty much was screaming loud when Shantae music track was included for the Bee costume, but did I shout out really loud just like him? No, I didn't. I was mostly calm.
And as for me, who basically reacted with the Banjo-Kazooie approach, well, you could pretty much say that, I don't know, I didn't react like that either.
Yeah, that is true. We were just both very happy that Banjo-Kazooie finally made it in Smash after all these years.
That, and he basically invited me to join in on that, so there's that.
Yeah, let's see what else he has to say about Wonder Red.
Just one more thing, dude. It seems like you have a massive hard-on for this.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty hard, I just know it.
And awkward and uncomfortable and just all kinds of wrong. And I'm just like, I'd rather stick around with Knights or Palette at this moment, please.
Yeah, and I'd rather stick with some other obscure Japanese franchises as well.
At least those are more promising.
Yes. Anyways, let's continue.
Now, my first two picks are completely logical choices, and I think they have a pretty good chance of getting into the game. But Wonder Red will never happen. Legacy-wise, the wonderful 101 came out on the Wii U, sold like 10,000 copies, faded off into obscurity, and hasn't even been ported to any other systems.
Whoa. Hold the frick there. Hold the huck on. Did you contradict yourself again? Because that's what I'm hearing right now.
Yeah, and did you already mention this with someone before?
Seems like it. Honestly, I don't get this guy's logic. Seriously, he wants something, but then brings up the problems. You claim this is the best game ever, quote unquote, but you point out something logic in ways, I guess, but I don't know. Just what is your logic behind it? What are you going for? Just tell us, because it's really confusing.
Yeah, exactly. Just freaking tell us! Gah!
You see, as much as I made fun of Waluigi, Skull Kid, Geno, Chorus Kids, and all the other stupid-ass character picks, Wonder Red is by far the least popular pick ever. However, if there was anything going for Wonder Red, it's that he's the main character of a relatively new Nintendo franchise.
Well, the Wonderful 101 came out for the Wii U back in 2013, so he isn't really that new anymore.
Yeah, so I don't know where his logic goes to, if anything. It's just rather ridiculous if you ask me. And honestly, I don't even care. Honestly, if anything, at least something from other series would have made even more interesting choices, but who am I to judge? You're on to your own opinion, so more power to you. But in terms, don't act like a freaking asshole about it, or being someone freaking petty. You know, it's just as bad, honestly, with the people who were, like I said, petty and such, who didn't get what they want, especially with characters they probably wanted but never got a chance to. Like the people who want Arl in Smash,
Yeah, and not to mention, here's something off topic. The Puyo Puyo official Twitter account is quite being salty that Arl has not yet gotten in Smash. So, like, seriously, this has been happening ever since Steve was added in Smash. Like, what they did is that they posted a tweet of Arl's face looking unamused as she was not in Smash.
It's rather ridiculous. Though it's not as bad and crazy as the Sonic fandom, trust me.
Oh God,
Why
no!
the Twitter people? Just, oh God.
So in the grand scheme of things, Wonder Red is the equivalent of a meme character that doesn't have the rabid fan base to turn him into a meme character. However,
Okay, can you please stop screaming every time when you get the chance? It's really getting annoying here, especially the viewers here.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, what are you, an Exploud that literally won't stop raging? Because honestly, that's what I'm getting. That's the vibe I'm getting from this guy.
despite everything I've said, I will double down on Wonder Red getting into Super Smash Bros. Purely on the fact that he's an extremely obscure character pick that no one would expect. Because despite the fact that he doesn't deserve to get in, Wonder Red would be an amazing character to play as. In terms of moveset potential, Wonder Red is from a fucking Platinum game, alright? His moveset is already made. I mean, as far as the attacks are concerned, all you have to do is do the standard punches by himself, but for Smash attacks and special abilities, you get the Unite War variants. Is down a Smash attack, you the wonderful Cyclone, is down a air attack, you Unite Tombstone, the wonderful Saber, or Unite Spike, all can both be a side B, the wonderful Rising, or Unite Rocket, or Unite Glider, all these up recovery, is down B, Unite Spring as a switch time counter attack, or a more offense-based attack, Unite Throw Spring variants. His default E could be Unite Guts, which could act as a projectile reflector, and or possibly a counter attack with Unite Spikes, and the variation of different movesets
So, out of all your picks that you chose for Smash movesets, you gave it to this guy. I'm sorry, but that's pretty selfish if you ask me. And I've seen plenty of people who come up with movesets for other characters and such. Just saying. And honestly, that's pretty selfish for just one character you chose as your absolute number one that you want in Smash Bros.
Now, I've seen these dummies online who keep saying that you couldn't include Wonder Red because he'd have to be fighting alongside the Wonderful 100, but obviously if you're including his Unite Morph attacks, you're including the Wonderful 100 because that's how Wonder Red activates his Unite Morphs, you fucking dumbass geeks!
Oh, shut up. And for crying out loud, stop bringing this picture up and stop bringing up this whole stinky Smash fans meme. Like, my God, you're being so repetitive still. God, I just keep saying that, but it's true. You keep being so repetitive and being so disrespectful and disrespect others' opinions. Like, my God, get a life, will ya?
So right off the bat, you could include all the different members of the Wonderful 100 inside all of his Unite Morph animations, and it would make perfect sense! Better yet, they could also add in the ability to hold the B button to use the Wonder Liner and allow Wonder Red to switch weapons in battle, which could also affect the properties of his smash attacks, the Wonderful Cinder, the Wonderful Cyclone, and the Wonderful Ryzen, while also including other members of the Wonderful 100! Oh my fucking God, you cross line with Wonder Liner, oh shit, replace Wonder Blue now, 9 Unite Sword, which would even hit bombs on your attacks with less damage, not bad potential, and it needs some projectile attacks, you can guns, which will Wonder Green, use Unite Guns, your opponents, and then you can include Wonder Pink, Wonder Yellow, Wonder White, and Wonder Black, and you can give each character unique smash attacks with different properties, and Wonderful Cinder, Cyclone, and Rising attack, which will allow representation of the entire main cast of the Wonderful 101 as a single character, and implement the on-the-fly button switching to the Wonderful 101, like, oh my fucking God, oh my God! And then guess what? With each talent swap, you can include entirely different groups of members from the Wonderful 100 and be able to include the entire fucking cast of the Wonderful 101 costumes, like, holy fucking shit, this is fucking cool!
Riala, do you have something to say on this? Yes, I do. Firstly, you are getting obviously loud, good sir. And second, calm down. You are literally giving people a migraine, including myself. If anything, this is just you bickering. This is just you wanting a thing on your fucking Christmas list. And excuse my language, but I am annoyed at this. I'm tired of this. And honestly, I am tired of you. If anything, I'm better off poking fun at people who bash on Journey of Dreams. Why? Because they're so easy to poke fun at. If anything, you are just a big waste of time who just did this just because you wanted to complain about something. You are literally just one of those snobbish fan brats who doesn't get what they want. If you claim you're dumb, then you're one of them. Why? Because this is why. This video basically is just you being biased, you basically being another fan brat, you complaining, you being hypocritical, and honestly, I am just done with this. And honestly, if you end up somewhere in the realm of Nightmare, you can tell where I'm gonna be. Well, everyone, this is Real the Nightmare here. I am done. Wow, he really took that way better than I thought.
Yeah, I don't blame him saying that. This guy is so fucking annoying. Ugh. Let's just end this commentary already because I'm about to blow my fucking head out. And sorry for saying the F word twice, guys.
Yeah. I am so sorry you guys had to listen to all this, and so are we. We thought this was going to be fun, but well, we are having fun. It's just having to do the recording and such, and oh my gosh, just stop. Just fucking stop. Holy sharks, this is just painful. I never thought I would have to deal with someone who would just be this engrossed and just
I feel you, Dragon Girl. We are about almost there. we still got a few minutes left to finally end this nightmare.
Let us do this thing!
Now, Sakurai would never include the Wonderliner because it'd be way too complicated and probably be fucking overpowered. But if they did, it would be exactly like you were playing the game. It would be amazing! Like I said before, there are infinite possibilities with Wonder Red's inclusion, and it will probably never happen.
Well, Wonder Red is only a spirit so far, and so is Wonder Blue. And if the last challenger is not Wonder Red, then I'm sure you're going to be an immature bitch about it. What do you think, Ashley?
Well, honestly, from this type of video, I'm gonna say it clearly. This guy was throwing nothing more than a childish tantrum, and I'm guessing that he probably doesn't have a girlfriend because who basically wants this as their job? And I don't mean people who do YouTube videos, far from it. I mean is people with this type of behavior and attitude, and it's just like, yeah, you best find somebody better.
And for the love of God, don't be fucking upset at me for pointing out that your favorite character pick is dumb. Because in the grand scheme of things, it's fucking dumb. Just because some of these characters would make horrible roster picks for Super Smash Bros., it doesn't mean that I hate the games they're from. It just means that they're bad choices.
Okay, you're quite hypocritical again, because earlier you said that with Undertale, and now you're saying that just because the Smash choices are dumb, that doesn't mean you hate the character where they come from? Wow, you are such a big hypocrite. What do you think, Ashley?
It's pretty pathetic if you ask me. I mean, seriously, I never got mad with any characters in Smash. Why? Because I'm interested to see what they do and what they'll come up with and etc. and such. It's just more of the fans that I just don't like. You know, those kinds of fans. Those types of fans that I rather avoid like the freaking plague. And let's be honest here, this is why I stay out of the community, simply because I don't want to get wrapped up into it.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, I am so glad that he didn't talk shit about Lip or Aural, because I don't want to see my puzzle girls get involved with this shit.
Yeah, and I especially was glad that he didn't talk about Knights, because honestly, it's for the better, because Knights doesn't deserve that kind of treatment, especially mentioning about Journey of Dreams, and honestly, I hope he never, ever talks about Journey of Dreams in such a negative light, because honestly, you know there's going to be a very pissed off dragon who will defend it, and of course I will point out the flaws, but I will stand where I stand, with my words, being honest, and such.
I just want to know if you actually like Super Smash Bros. Or if you just like the game they're from. Because if you're genuinely upset that your favorite character isn't in Smash, you're mostly just being upset that people don't like your favorite game as much as you do, which is kind of pathetic. Anyways, I guess the point of this video is that everyone sucks dick at picking characters for Smash except for me.
What the fuck? Why? Bad cow! You are bad cow! Yeah, I'm quoting some of Brielle's lines, by the way, and yes, he does say something like that. But it's true. Your persistence here is pointless. You are just pathetic. And honestly, it is just not pointing out, it's not pointing out anything good about what you're trying to get across. It's more pointing out how much of a big dick that you really are. In fact, are you trying to prove something? Because honestly, what you've proven is that you are just an immature child who just can't take criticism, let alone accept others' opinions or their choices. If anything, you're repeating yourself way too much, and it's become a broken record at this point. And not much like you, Noah, it's fine, it's perfectly fine, because we're just moving on anyways. But if anything, I will have to say this. At least with our choices, we do this because we care about the characters and want them to be representative, and not just because of popularity or something, but more of representation. Like, there were certain characters that were, not really well known, or characters that were well beloved and got in because these people cared about them that much. It's the reason why people play these games, or why they know, and so forth. But with you, I'm sorry, but your choices, well, they're interesting. Your points don't stand. They don't have weight behind them. You are just, mine, I want them in, put them in the game. Good hawking sharks. I wouldn't mind playing as a quirky, frickin' jester character for all I care. Why? Because at least it'll be something interesting. It'll be something fun. But you, I'm sorry, but you are just petty at this point. Nothing but frickin' petty, and you just can't take that with a grain of salt. Do yourself a favor and just quit while you're ahead before things backlash to even worse. And people who are going to watch this video, please don't hate on why we did this and such. We just did this just because we wanted to do this just for fun and see how this goes. And while, yes, we are irritated beyond belief, we still have fun doing this because, hey, it's the first time and, hey, it'll be good. And hopefully we kept you entertained with our commentary, and hopefully it's not ear-grating. What do you have to say about that, Noah?
Wow, that sure is a long talk, but I agree with everything. From the way you say that, it's just, I still have no words to say about that. Like, seriously, dude, grow up and get a life. And maybe stop dwelling in your mom's basement or what?
I've got to be clear about this. Noah, you basically have a basement room, right?
Yeah, I do live in the basement.
But you're not like that. You're not that kind of person. And
Yeah.
honestly, I don't describe you as that kind of annoying type. Rather, you basically are kind of childish, but in the rather innocent way.
Yeah, I can be a bit childish, but hey, it's all for fun.
And at least you do your research far more than this guy ever did.
Yeah. Let's finally end this, once and for all.
Yes. Indeed.
I still ended up buying the game at launch anyways, because I'm a giant, ungrateful, hypocrite, piece of shit who's just throwing temper tantrums on social media like a fucking child because I didn't get what I want. And to that I say, fuck you.
Is it over? Is it over?
Yes.
Oh, thank God! Yes, finally! Oh my God, this was such a pain in the ass to watch.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm surprised that we survived that.
No kidding. And all in all, I consider this one of the worst things I've ever watched on YouTube. Ever. Like, seriously, there were so many problems with this 1 hour and 30 minutes video that we had to skip ahead so we don't have to watch this whole shit.
You know, I'm gonna be clear about this, and I will say this clearly. As in, a poor example of someone ranting about Smash Bros. I'm not even kidding. It basically feels like that. But also, you wanna know something? Is it just me, or does this have something similar with that troll Mario to Plumber? Or, in other terms, so biased, like some call me frickin' Johnny, who basically made a poor ranting example on frickin' Ballad Wonderworld! Seriously, fuck you, Johnny! Fuck you! I'm sorry, I did not mean to pretty much blow like that, but I just needed to point that out. And if anybody wants to go see that video, by all means. But for those who do like Balan Wonderworld and who has played it, you should avoid that video like the plague, because he's just on the bandwagon like those other haters are. And for people who play Smash Bros, don't listen to this guy. He's just a freaking idiot. He's just one of those fans. So if anything, you guys are better off playing Smash Bros with your friends and such. Have a great time and just have a good old time, and just make preparations and such for online play and such. Just don't be this guy, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, thank you, Dragon Lover 95. And this has been my co-op commentary. Sorry if this was long, it's just, oh boy. So, what you guys think of my first co-op commentary? Leave a comment section below. And, yeah. I hope you enjoyed this commentary, and thanks for watching, you guys. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe for more future content.
Oh, and another thing, people, I will pretty much bring this up. If you want to see more commentaries in the future, feel free to place a comment below, and we may do just that. Not sure when, but we will.
Yeah, if you guys want to know what should we do a commentary on next, leave a comment below. Anyways, again, see you guys later. This is the Classic Dreamer here, signing out. See you, everyone.
And the Dragon Lover 95. See you all later.